Um, me choosing real life, me prioritizing the things that matter for real, ultimately was the reason that I got fired. Um, let them tell it I quit. They fired me for calling out. Um, and I've always been uh, at the edge as long as I've worked there. So for the whole 8 years, I've kind of like found a way to like work the system, work their system, get all the way to the edge, but never really like fall, fall over, but always like I would always edge being there. Uh, they would give us 6 call outs, 3 personal, like 3 emergency, 3 scheduled. I don't know how the fuck you could schedule a call out, but really 3 call outs, bro, for a 365-day calendar year. But I will always edge, work the system and everything. They got you get a verbal. Once you over exceed your call out, you get a verbal, you get a written, then you get a 1-day suspension, 3-day suspension, 5-day suspension. And I would always get up to it, like not always, but throughout the years, I've been at a 5-day suspension. The next step being a termination, quite a few times, and I never gave a fuck about that. You know, but I knew that they almost had me. They almost had me to 100%. They almost had me fully programmed. Even when I would call out sometimes, and it wasn't just a day I was taking for myself, but it might have been some real shit going on outside of work, and I felt guilty about it. You know what I'm saying? When I really don't give a fuck about nobody in that job. I don't give a fuck about the coworkers. I don't give a fuck about the guys that's on the ground level with me. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it's the programming. It's the way that they make you feel like you should feel a way for calling out or missing work. I don't know how they do it, bro, but you know what I mean? But over the years of being there, I fought that shit, bro. I fought that shit intentionally, purposely. Because at first I didn't understand it, because I never stayed at a job that long, and I never worked at a job like that. I never worked in a warehouse. I never worked at a robotic based, programming type of job that want to have all your time, that want to control you, bro. That want to control you so much that when you get time to yourself, you don't know what to do with it. You don't want to do anything but sleep, but rest, but recuperate. So at first I didn't understand it, but as time went on, I started seeing human beings walk through that door, and within weeks, within months, within years, forget how to be a human. Forget how to be people. People that gave up their freedom of being an individual, of being a human being, gave up that freedom for a paycheck, bro. This shit wicked. This shit had people so in line and so in control. So they were so in control of people for this paycheck that people said fuck everything and everybody. And I just wasn't going. I just wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying? It was days that I called off intentionally, bro. Just to set the tone. Like, don't think you got me Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday. Spontaneously, I'll call out. And if something real happens with my kids, I know y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all show y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all done did everything but tell me those words that y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all done did everything but say that. Y'all done said and did everything but say that exact thing or say those exact words. If I'm calling out, I need a note. If I'm calling out, I'm getting disciplined. I'm getting a write-up. It's a verbal. It's a written. It's a 1. It's a 3. It's a 5 day. It's always with the intent to terminate. Why are you punishing me for calling the fuck out? The discipline is me calling out missing money. That's what the discipline, I mean, not the discipline. That's where the fucking, that's where the punishment is at. That's where the punishment lies. The punishment and the whatever you want to call it, bro. That lies within me calling out. Me missing a days of pay. If I can miss, the issue is if I called out and I can't afford to call out, but I called out anyway, and I can't afford to pay a bill, something getting cut off, that's where being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what y'all call yourselves doing when y'all write people up or y'all fire people for calling out. Oh, I gotta discipline you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to. This is a disciplinary action, bro. It ain't nothing personal. But I never understood that. I'm like, yo, if I called out and I missed a day of pay, why you tripping? Why you acting more concerned? Oh, we want you to come in and make your money. Yeah, man, what, nigga? Who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Boo-boo the fool, bro? Do I look like I fell out the twat yesterday, bro? Cut it the fuck out. I done had managers tell me that. Yeah, well, bro, I mean, won't you? Why wouldn't you want to come in? I'm like, bro, or why you want to leave early? It's days I would come in that motherfucker, it ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done gave somebody my work with more seniority. So I'm just in the warehouse all day today. Just walking the fuck around, just on the forklift where I'm gonna get in more trouble. Riding around doing nothing. So a higher up see me and why is he not working? Or I'm going back home. If I can afford to pay my car note, if I can afford to pay my rent or my mortgage, why do you care? Oh, we just want you to get paid. We want you to, come on, man. We all got bills. You should, no, nigga, I'm going home. But even that, bro, I never understood, like, why are you disciplining somebody because they called out? Of course, bro, we had a gig. They need you to be here. They need you to be available. I get that. They need all hands on deck, whatever this is, what they hired you for, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But if you're not excessively calling out 10 times in a row, 9 times in a row, that's ridiculous. You need some straightening in that moment. I get it. Somebody need to sit you down and see is everything okay. But if you calling out here and there once or twice, whatever the case may be, bro, what are we talking about? Why is people being written up for that? Why is a person being fired for that? But that's their way of keeping you in line. That's their way of not giving you the freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's the way of them programming you, bro. And it worked on a lot of people. I seen it work on a lot of people. I seen guys go a whole year without calling out. I seen guys, wife on dialysis, wife gotta go to chemotherapy appointments. They at work, bro. Then, you feel like when you come back, if you called out or some shit happened, you gotta explain yourself. So not only did you have to go through the whole shit with trying to call out or knowing that you coming back to a write-up, you damn near gotta kind of like explain yourself. Why you called out? Is everything okay? Niggas acting concerned. Cut the bullshit, bro. Give me the write-up. You want some representation? You want a shop steward? No, bro. I know I called out. Bro, we ain't gotta play this game. But in all of my time of being there, like, I couldn't get with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, I done seen niggas, I ain't coming in tomorrow. I'm calling out, fuck them. And they better not ask for me to stay and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. I come in, y'all niggas done been here 2-3 hours already. They called your ass to come in. They called me too. I ain't pick up. I ain't answer. That shit went to voicemail. If I'm here at 8, I'll be here at 8. If I'm here at 8:30, I'll be here at 8:30. I ain't coming in this bitch at 6:30. Y'all not get, you're not taking, it's like y'all want to take everything from a nigga. But we pay you great. You get great money, bro. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Knowing what I know now, bro. Sometimes, bro, all money ain't good money, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, all money ain't good money. What did you have to sacrifice? What did you have to trade off for that money? All money is green. You feel me? But what did you have to trade away for that money? Are you happy? Can you look in the mirror? How are you feeling? You know what I'm saying? You done gave these niggas 10, 12 hours last night. You back in this bitch 4 or 5 hours later? So, you know, ultimately, bro, prioritizing real life, prioritizing family, kids, you know, it's no way that 6 call outs is going to get you through a year. But even further than that, like, when you prioritize yourself, bro, when you prioritize the fact that you got a real life and you're not trading your life off for a job, 9 times out of 10, bro, you gonna get fired. You gonna lose a few jobs. You gonna lose a lot of jobs. Because most of these corporations, bro, they want you to prioritize job first, life secondary. Your life, your kids' life. Your kids could be sick. They could be going through this. I didn't say in the other video, they give you 3 days to grieve if your grandmom or your mom or your dad passed away. Like, bro, how is 72 hours enough time for me to grieve and you want me right back at work? It's people that we had times where we was having like a bunch of rain and certain people lived in certain counties and it was flooded and they was expected to be at work the next day, bro. Showing pictures, providing pictures. Yo, my shit really got flooded. This shit really happened. Providing proof. You only can be excused if you call out if you got jury duty or a doctor's note. Then they got to a point, bro, it got so crazy. They said, well, at the job I was at, they didn't have to honor doctor's notes no more, bro. They didn't have to honor that. But I played the game, bro. I know they was sick of me, bro. I played the game. I learned the system in that joint, bro. I would get all the way up to a 5-day suspension. And, you know, I know it sounds crazy to some people, but I looked at it even when I was getting my suspensions like, this is a vacation for me. They gave us paid vacations, 5 days, whatever. But y'all gonna give me 5 days off because I called out without pay? I'm good with it. I'm good with it. You had people in there looking at me with their noses and they noses turned up and shit, they lips turned up like, bro, how you got a car? How you got a house? How you got this? How you got that? You know what I'm saying? And you call out a lot or you don't come to work every day. Or damn, they just suspended you for 5 days, bro. How you making ends meet? You good? Damn, you not staying your whole shift? You leaving early? Bro, I'll make it work, bro. I'll figure it out. I looked at that shit even during COVID. Niggas was, yo, you leave early every day. Pocket watching. Yo, you leave early every day. How you do that? How are you making ends meet? These programmed dickheads. Don't worry about it. I'm cool, nigga. You see me smiling, right? I'm great. I looked at COVID time. I looked at time when I got suspended damn near every year as free time off. Time to chill. More time to play my game or chill with my kids or be able to pick them up from school. Be around my girl a little bit more. Be available to people that really care and love me. Be available to myself. Y'all looking at this shit like a loss, nigga. This shit is a W to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel bad when I called out. They had me at that point of like feeling bad, but I didn't see niggas walk up to other guys and, yo, bro, and really tell everybody on the ship, yo, bro, my fault, bro. I had to call out yesterday, bro. I had some shit come up, blah, blah, blah. Fuck these niggas. I ain't apologizing to nan nigga in here. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all be alright. I don't give a fuck if you, what? I'm not going up to man, yo, man. You know, things happen. I don't give a fuck. I'm here today. I might call out tomorrow. I'm not apologizing to none of you niggas. I ain't apologizing to no fucking manager for having some shit to do or for wanting to kick back and not get out the bed. Like, man, yo, it's a nasty thing, bro. with these companies, with these corporations, man, what they doing to people, it's like, it feel inhumane, bro. It don't feel right. It don't feel right. Y'all are taking a lot more from people than y'all giving them. Y'all taking some real shit away from people. And to turn around and get them $19 an hour, to turn around and get them $22 an hour, to turn around and get them $30-something an hour. And nigga think you hit the lottery making that kind of money, but it still don't measure up to what you giving up. It's still not a fair trade-off, if you could believe that or not. I know a lot of people don't make $30-something an hour, but it's still not worth what you're sacrificing, bro. Believe it or not. I know you think that's the most money in the world. You ain't go to school. You don't qualify. Yes, you do, bro. Just based off the laboring alone, you qualify to make that kind of money. But then to add in everything else you deal with mentally, listening to people say the same shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to people mope and complain, and the depression and the morale killers and everything that goes into being in these companies and these places, and dealing with people attitudes, and dealing with, man, you deal with a lot of shit outside of even just doing your fucking job, nigga. A lot of people probably be more happy if they was able to just come to work, do their job, not socialize, not deal with all the bullshit, the gossip, the high school shit, the who like who's and who don't like who's, and all of the micromanaging shit, bro. A lot of motherfuckers would be probably more happy. Come in, throw an AirPod in or whatever, bro. Do your job and go the fuck home, bro. So not only do you do your job at these places, and you got to give up being with your family, and you got to sacrifice not being able to call out or get in trouble for it and get fired for it or get written up for it, then you got to deal with a whole slew of other shit, and you getting paid $19, bro. Everybody working a job is underpaid for real, bro. For a number of reasons. But I sat and I realized, I said, damn, they fired me for prioritizing my life, prioritizing things outside of this company. And I'd do it again. I wouldn't do anything differently, bro. I would have called out more. It was times I went when I shouldn't have went. Rain, sleet, snow. When I didn't have a car. When I was on the bus. Snowstorm, nigga. Fucking 2-hour delays and shit. Bus ain't coming. Then that joint don't come. I'm out here. You want me to get on FaceTime? Give me such and such number. Give me such and such number so I could tell them what my situation. Nah, we can't give you the number, bro. Just get here when you can get here. We'd rather you get here late than don't come at all. Nigga, by the time I get there, my shift gonna be over. I done been in shit like that with these niggas. They just want you to come, bro. I'm outside, nigga, damn near got frostbite. Yo, the bus not coming, bro. Man, look, I ain't coming. Write me up. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. You got managers in there that you be trying to explain to these niggas, and I don't know if it's because once they clock in, it's like that Serbian, I think I'm saying it right, Serbian on Apple TV, that show, great show. I don't know if it's like once they hit the time clock, bro. Serbians, whatever. It's on Apple TV though. It's a show about innies and outies, bro. Great fucking show. But I don't know if these manager niggas and these higher up niggas, once they hit the time clock or once they come into the building, they forget all their morals and principles. Like when they used to get on the elevator on Serbians, on the Apple TV joint, when they used to get on the elevator and the life gets sucked out of them as they going down the elevator and shit. I don't know if it's some shit like that, but you had managers in there that had kids they fucking self, that had wives, family, all that. You be sitting there trying to explain to them, yo, man, I'ma always call out about my kids. I'ma always prioritize this. This come before this. Oh man, look, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I got kids myself, man. And I mean, if that happened to me, I don't know what I would do. I know what you would do, nigga. You ain't gotta tell me what you would do. I know what you would do. You'll be here. You'll be here, front and center. You nut ass nigga, you will be right here. Your kid having fucking problems breathing and shit, and I'll tell your wife fucking pregnant 9 months and 8 months and about to have a baby, and like, you'll be here. You won't be you'll be here. You ain't gotta tell me, nigga, I already know. I'll answer that for you. But you know, you had people in there, bro, that had responsibilities and kids and everything else. And I don't know if it's like I said, when they came in the building, they forgot all of that shit. Or they was just already gone. They was too far gone. The company had already just like took the freedom away from them niggas on what it means to be human. You know what I mean? Already put them in that programming. And it was just like they forgot. Cause these is people that got kids and shit, and they prioritize the job. So it's like really talking to a brick wall. When you would go in there, I would go in there and I would try to explain certain things. And then after a while, bro, I just got to the point where I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not explaining nothing. I'm calling out. You gotta write me up. You gonna fire me behind it? Fire me behind it. And it got to a point where it came down to it. You know what I'm saying? They had to do what they had to do. But I was choosing mines over them every time. You know what I'm saying? And it came down to it. Like, you know, we gotta let you go. And I knew it was coming. And I knew it was, I didn't understand it then, but now I understand it. It was bound to happen, bro. Cause I was just never going to ever become one of them people that was okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Putting a job, putting a paycheck before me and mines. Even if this is the way that I take care of me and mines, it's gotta be a better way. It's gotta be another way. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it. And I know it's a lot of people that go through that. You know what I mean? Don't want to call out. Become, like, you got good people, bro, that it's not their fault, but they get caught up in some shit. Like, we all get caught up in that. We gotta provide. So we prioritize the job because that's what's giving us the money to provide. That's what's allowing us the opportunity to provide. And we, you know, it's fucked up, bro. Cause it's a reminder that, yo, humans will, if you giving a human some money, if you allowing a human to, you know, whatever, better their situation through finance, through money and shit, they will trade off any and everything for that, bro. And I just don't think money should have that much of a value to where as though people will forget about their kids and their loved ones and forget about they self. Fuck everybody else. It's about you first. If it ain't no you, it ain't nothing. Niggas will forget about themselves for money, bro. For a job. People become corny as shit for a job. You get a management position, you start acting weird, you start trying to do all this extra shit, you trying to be this like, people just really change for these companies, bro. And when I started seeing people not call out at all, not utilize their personal time, I said, oh, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here, man. I'm around some different types of motherfuckers, man. These is different types of people. And we'll argue you down about it. Like, you're wrong. Yo, like, people was working in there, still coming to work, that had cancer, bro. That had cancer themselves. Old head dying, rest his soul. He died in that motherfucker, bro. Not in there, but he died working that job when he should have been home nursing himself or trying to beat the cancer and beat the odds or whatever you want to say. He was at the fucking job. He was in the warehouse lifting beer with cancer in his body, bro. It was people there that had loved ones that was fighting illnesses and had cancer. They was there. They was scared to take a fucking week off. FMLA. Take more than a week off. Niggas with money saved in the bank. We know. We be around these people all the time. Niggas got thousands of dollars. You can afford to take time off, bro, and take care of your family, your wife, your kids. Nope. I gotta be here. That's all I know. Yo, that's scary as fuck, yo. You get to a point in your life as a human where you forget everything, bro, for a company. You forget how to be human. You get scared to call out. You don't even care about living life. If it's not on your days off, bro, if it's not within the lines of your days off, You have no care. Nothing bet not come up, bro. I'm not making no spontaneous moves. Nothing bet not come up during my work week, bro, because I cannot attend to it. I don't care if my motherfucking mom died. She better get buried on my day off. My kids better get sick on my days off. My wife better get sick on my days off, bro. Whatever happens better be on my days off, because I'm not taking no time off. And don't let me not have no personals left. I'm really not calling out. That shit wild, bro. So yeah, me prioritizing life, me prioritizing real life, things that really mean, you know, because even that, jobs that had you feeling like shit don't mean nothing. It don't, the things outside of that don't have no meaning. It had you forgetting that shit. When that shit is all the meaning, that has all the meaning, that possesses all the meaning, your kids, your family, anything else outside of that shit, bro, it still possesses meaning. It still has meaning. It has meaning over the job for real, for real. The job is just what's paying. So you trumping that. You making it trump everything. But yeah, bro, initially, that's what got me fired from my gig. That's why I ain't losing no sleep. I ain't losing no sleep. I ain't feel bad. If anything I worried about after a while, you know, when the smoke cleared, it was just like, what I'm gonna do as far as if I'm gonna keep riding this out, because I'm cool with this. But I got kids and responsibilities. But like I said, where it's a will, it's a way, bro. You know what I mean? It might be something that's less stressful, or you might get with a company, which is not a lot of them, but you might get with a corporation or a company that they are more life-work balance based. I know somebody personally that had a situation that was a very unicornish, unique situation that they not around. It's one in a fucking lifetime. To where as though they prioritize you, and it's real like that. But that don't exist like that. And I don't want to say the name of the company, but it's a solid company, trillion-dollar company. It's around, real big. You know what I'm saying? Company we use in our everyday life. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But they really prioritize their employees. They love their employees. They celebrate their employees. But outside of that, bro, that shit ain't out here. These corporations, bro, they just want to suck everything up out you, bro. You know what I mean? But at least you got a paycheck, my nigga. At least you got a 401k. You know what I mean? At least you can look back and say, I gave them 27, 30 years of service for whatever that's worth out in the real world. Nobody give a fuck about that. But yeah, initially that's what they fired me for, bro. And then they turned it on me and said, I quit. So, you know, it's wicked like that. It's wicked like that. They, you know, like I said, they issue with me for sure was they just couldn't get me to commit. I never would. I kept my morals and principles. I kept my integrity. You feel me? Like, I could look back, and if I see any of them goofballs out in the real world, I know they sold their souls, bro. They sold their integrity. You know what I mean? They traded in their integrity. They traded in their morals and principles for a fucking paycheck, a bi-weekly paycheck. I kept all of my shit intact and still got to the top rate. And still, you know, took my family to another level off that shit. But I ain't compromised nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm glad as shit that I remain human. You know what I'm saying? I got to see both sides of it. You know what I mean? And I got to grow. Like I said, I made the most money that you can make as an employee there. 30 something plus dollars an hour. So, but I ain't in any company I go to after that, I'm not giving you that. I can't give you that. We have to work together, bro. I'm gonna give you 110 every time I'm here, and I'm gonna be here most of the time, more than most of the time. But when I need to call out, when I got some shit to do, if I need to decompress, if I need a personal day for a personal reason, I need to be able to. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And these jobs, they won't give you that. They want to be in your life, on your ass, and they want to know your every move, bro. Fuck that.